Game Over 86 coming back with another video today, ladies and gentlemen, on this beautiful Monday video. I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. I hope you guys stayed safe. I hope you guys enjoyed video games. And if you guys are new to this channel, welcome to my channel. I appreciate you guys stopping by. And for all my returning fans, subscribers, viewers, thank you guys so much for the support. I appreciate you guys joining me every day when I post videos up. And just getting to talk to you guys is has brought a lot of joy, not only to me, but I hope that it's brought some joy to you guys making these videos and doing stuff. But today, guys, we're going to be going through the 10 more released games for the Sega Genesis Mini Classic that's going to be released in September of 2019 on the 19th, which is awesome. I think that's really cool. There's 30 games now, and there's still 10 more to be released, but we're going to go ahead and just go through 10 of them right now. So let's go ahead and talk about it like we have always in my past videos. But we're going to go ahead and do it right now. And I think it's cool because I think a lot of people are really anticipating this. And I'm going to talk a little bit about some other stuff in just a minute where you guys can also pick up these 6-button controllers. And I'm going to give a shout out to Castlemania Ryan on Twitter, but also Castlemania Ryan Games, or Castlemania Games, I should say, .com. And I'll show you guys a link to that website, and I'll leave it in the description box down below if you guys want to check that out, so you guys can order your 6-button controllers, the USB kind. And I think they're only like 20 bucks, maybe 25 bucks each. But they are Sega brand and Sega quality, and they're made to the highest standard from Sega. Pretty much allowed them to do that. So it's a really good controller. I know I've enjoyed my controllers, and I think Retrobit has made a lot of great things over the years, and I think this has been one of the top things that I think they have created, especially with Sega back in the end. But that being out of the way, let me go ahead and let's just talk about the 10 games. Now, we've already went through 20, but now the other 30 are here, and I'm just going to scroll down. I ain't going to go piece by piece like everybody else does, try to get that, get that sweet ad revenue, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, ad. Yeah, the last game, I love how they save Mega Man The Wily Wars for the end. That's just me being, critical. I understand what they're doing. Most videos are always 10 minutes so they can add ads to it. I'm hopefully not going to try to do 10-minute videos. Sometimes I get around it. Sometimes I don't, and I can't add ads to it. It's not about that to me, but I've always found it funny how everybody that makes a video, it's like 10 minutes and 4 seconds at least. It's got to be 10 minutes. But anyway, beyond Oasis, now, if a lot of people, if you don't know a lot of these games, these are going to be, obviously first time for a lot of people. A lot of these games are really great. RPG mechanic. Some of the games on the Sega Genesis were just top notch. I mean, some of the best ones that they're literally putting on here are literally, in my opinion, it's awesome. There's a couple of them that I'm like, with the Mickey Mouse illusion thing that I talked about in my recent videos of this. But Ghosts and Ghouls, or I should say Ghouls and Ghosts, Sega Genesis version. Now, this is a very tough version. A lot of people have a lot of time beating this thing back in the day, but now with cheat codes and everything like that, and emulators, unlimited lives, and all that other stuff you can do with PC and all that stuff, it's a fun game. It's hard, but it's fun. I think a lot of people, though, are going to enjoy this game. I know I did growing up as a kid, and even the one on the Super NES, it reminds me of just how tough that game is. Now, Alex the Kid, The Enchanted Castle. Now, this is another good one. I really liked Alex the Kid growing up, played a lot of them games over the years. And one of the biggest things I can say is platforming and the way it was designed was top-notch for its time. 16-bit just was at an all-time high, and this game didn't let down. I think it was one of the best, obviously, platformers for the Sega, besides Sonic and stuff like that. A lot of people forget about these other games that really, really turned out to be, considered iconic games, and games that need to be possibly remade. Golden Axe, another great game, another beat-em-up game. Really fun. I played the crap out of it back in the day. Fun game. It's a great beat-em-up. I think a lot of people will be enjoying this game. Phantasy Star 4, another great RPG, probably one of the better ones on the Sega Genesis. If you got think about certain games that were on the Super Nintendo when you talk about Secret of Mana or Chrono Trigger and you talk about Final Fantasies and stuff like that. Phantasy Star was, their attempt at trying to, pretty much counter the Super Nintendo at the time with their RPGs. And this one, to me, is one of the best ones. A lot of people play Phantasy Star, or did at the time on the Dreamcast, a lot of the Phantasy Star Onlines and stuff like that. And this game, to me, is probably one of the best ones out of the series, especially for the Genesis. This is where you'll need the 6-button controller that you can buy from Castlemania or CastlemaniaGames.com, which I will leave a link, and I'll show you guys what the controllers look like if you haven't had a chance to check them out. And you can check them out. They are Sega brand quality, and they're made by Retrobit. They're really good. I think they're $25, but we'll look at that at the end of the video. But you'll need this definitely to put them in, and you'll need the USB ones. I don't want to stress that enough. Remember the controller ports that hook up to the Sega Mini console. If you want to get these new controllers, make sure you get the USB controller ports, not the original Sega Genesis ports. Otherwise, you won't be able to play it. Mega Man: The Wily Wars. Now, this was obviously not a U.S. release. A lot of these games, you can get it in a reproduction cart and all this other stuff, and you can get it if you had like a different style Genesis. But it's good to see this game finally being released and being brought over to the States. One of the better Mega Mans that were very pricey. Some of these games, guys, are kind of expensive in my opinion. Some of them aren't. If you get the actual reproduction cart, you're going to pay, $30, maybe $35. But like some of them, they're just ridiculous in price. And that's the biggest reason why I like ROMs and emulators and even classic plug-and-play consoles, is because some of these games are just too damn expensive to buy and just to play and just to enjoy the game. Like Little Samson and stuff like that, and we'll go on with other games. But I mean, it's ridiculous that people are like, oh, it's $200 or, $1,000 for certain games. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That's why a lot of people like ROMs and hacks and emulators. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, why should you have to pay a crazy amount of money just to enjoy a game? And that's the difference with, retro game collecting. So many people spend so much money in this world over games that sometimes they don't even hook up to a high-def TV, or they want to hook up to an RC. What is that word that I'm even thinking about right now? But it's pretty much a TV, an old-school retro RC TV, pretty much. I mean, I'm losing my mind when it comes to that. But Sonic the Hedgehog Spinball. Now, this one, a lot of people don't like. I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. I thought it was a very unique Sonic. I'm a big fan of the original 3 Sonics, but this one was cool. It was changing the way you would look at Sonic. It was changing the way, obviously, how it rolled over into the 32X, the Sega Saturns, the Sega CDs with the Sonic 3D and the Sonic pinballs and the Sonics. That really ultimately changed the way that we looked at it into the Dreamcast with Sonic, The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2. So this is kind of one of them games that kind of kicked it off and started it off for me, jumping into that style of, they say spinball, but pinball games and everything with games in there. You look at some of the games like the Kirby's, the very first Kirby's back in the day, or if you look at some of the old school games like Snake, Rattle, and Roll, how they had that top-down view. This is kind of a way of how they were trying to trigger that in the future when they started coming up with better Sonics. And I'm not saying all of them were great, but I'm saying some of them are unique and different to try. A lot of people don't like change, but sometimes you want to see it to see what they need to do better, or wait, maybe they just need to stay the same. Now, I grew up playing this game. This is a really good platformer shooter. I thought it was great. The graphics were really intense for its time. It really showed you what the 16-bit era was really capable of doing. I thought it was unique. I owned both of these back in the day, Vector Man 1 and 2. I thought it was an amazing game. I had a lot of fun. I've beaten this game numerous times when I was a child, and I can't wait to play this game again. It's one of my top 10 favorite Sega Genesis games out there. And I know a lot of people are like, what? No, I'm serious. This game was fun. I had a blast playing this game. And then the last one's Wonder Boy in Monster World. Now, a lot of people have already picked up Monster Boy or Monster Boy, Wonder Boy, or the newest one on the Nintendo Switch. Pretty fun game. It's obviously 16-bit. There is a difference in graphics and all that, but it's still fun. It's still awesome to see some of these games being remade. And I think some of these games need to be remastered or have a remake. Definitely like a new Phantasy Star would be cool. I would like to see a new Ghost and Ghouls and Ghosts. I always say Ghosts and Goblins and stuff like that, but Ghouls and Ghosts, I'd love to see a new one of that. I'd love to see a new Mega Man, the Wily Wars. Now, that would be kind of cool. I know we got a new Mega Man 11 recently and stuff, but that would be really cool to see some new games like that. We already keep getting Street Fighters and stuff. Alex the Kid I think is coming to a limited run, and I ordered that a while back ago. But some of these games need to be remade. Now, I want to show you guys where you can buy this controller, and if you guys have already known about this controller, I can show you guys. If you guys don't want to watch the rest of the video, you don't have to, but I kind of want to show people that may not know about this website that has been really good to me. The dude's pretty great. I've had a lot of this stuff go wrong on Amazon when you pre-order their controllers through an actual retro bit, even though they make great controllers. But Castlemania Games has always been there. They've always had the product. I've never gotten anything canceled through them. And Castlemania Ryan, or Ryan at Castlemania Games, however you want to say it and however he likes to be said. I followed him on Twitter. He's a really good dude, and the store's great. I really do enjoy it. So let me show you guys real quick the store. And this is where it's at. It's literally, you can type it in, Google it, just castlemaniagames.com. You'll come over here where it says shop, or you can go to home or pre-orders. I'm sure it'll have it in pre-orders too. And this is where your controller would be at, obviously. But let me go to shop so it's a little bit easier. That's what I would do, is click shop. You scroll down, and then these will tell you. Now, the regular Genesis 6-button controllers, if you want to play on a Genesis or a Retron 5 or the new analog SG, you could purchase these, and they're $14.99, and they even have the Sega Saturn ones. But if you want the ones that come with the USB part, I believe them are a little bit, yeah. And I said 25. I was wrong, guys. It's actually $19.99, which is a really good price. You can get the translucent blue, I believe, that hook up to them. And I think it comes with the regular, black. If you guys want that with the gray buttons up top for the turbo and all that other stuff. They're $19.99. I recommend going through him. I've never had a problem with shipping. They've always been on time. It's great. And I believe, honestly, before I go, I think free shipping on anything $35 and over. So if you buy 2 of them, so you and your buddy or you and your girlfriend or boyfriend or whoever you guys got out there, mom and dads, if you want to kick their butt at Street Fighter, you could check them out. Buy 2 of them. You're spending $40 for really good controllers, and you get free shipping. So that's where I would go, but you guys can go wherever you want. I'll leave the link down in the description box below to his website if you guys want to check him out, show him some love. You don't have to. You can go through, I believe Amazon has them, but I'm just telling you right now, any ones that I pre-ordered, they've always been canceled to me. And I went out and stated this on Twitter. It's funny, they canceled my order, and I was actually paying them money for it. But then there's other YouTubers that got them for free sent to them. And I'm not bitching, I'm not complaining, but I'm just finding it's funny how they would cancel somebody that's paying them money for a controller. And then yet they give them out to people. And I'm not bitching, that's cool. They got some free controllers out of it. But it's just funny how they cancel my order. So I'm always going to go through Castlemania Games to get my stuff from now on when it comes to these different companies that are making them. I'm not pre-ordering them through Amazon because they just keep getting canceled. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about the games down in the comment below. If you guys are new to this channel and you guys like seeing, video game news, video game unbiased news, and just the love of video games, and you guys enjoy the channel, let me know down in the comments. Hit that subscription button if you guys would like to join me. For everybody else that's already subscribed, make sure you guys share this video with somebody out there that may not know about the 10 games. I know it came out last week. I understand. Sometimes I just don't have time to make these videos every time to get them out like all these other YouTubers that are full-time. It would be nice eventually to get there, but with stuff going on right now, I just can't. I don't have time to always get a video out every single day. Eventually, hopefully, I can build up to get to that point. But I love you guys very much. I appreciate all the support that you guys give me. I appreciate everybody commenting down below. Let me know what you guys think about the controllers and the games, guys. Let me know if you guys are excited. What was your favorite game out of these new 10 that they've released? And when they release the last 10 for the final 40 games total, I will make a video on that as well. I love you very much. Make sure you guys do a good deed, stay safe, and I'll see you guys Wednesday on a great video. I hope you guys are excited. A lot of great stuff, news coming out, video game-wise. I can't wait. E3's just around the corner, and man, I'm getting super excited. And I know that you guys, deep down inside, can't wait to see what kind of exciting stuff that Nintendo, Xbox, hell, even Sony, I got a video coming up with them, and Microsoft as well, so stay tuned for that. I love you very much. Peace.